Alright, here we have our player from NS Hoso sending those SCVs out to the wonderful sound of a pop can being cracked open, making me want some Mountain Dew right now. Also a Pepsi product, that's okay. And he is
NS Hoso jjakji.
Jjakji.
Like I was saying,
That's like saying
the other
his name.
cast, I used to drink so much Mountain Dew.
Oh yeah? Mountain Dew's good, man. I used to like hang out with my friends, sit there, play some Dungeons and Dragons in
That's
college,
right.
be rolling the dice, get a
Can I have a
case
Mountain
of Mountain Dew.
Where's the Mountain Dew?
Dude,
the
that
fridge.
is not an exaggeration. That's how it is. Here is
MarineKing Prime Week.
Sorry, that was my fault.
get me talking about D&D Mall Trap.
We don't want to get started talking about D&D.
I should do a D&D campaign. If I did a D&D campaign here in Korea, would you play in it?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. That's one.
Heck yeah, man. We'll get Wolf in it.
We could.
Torch.
That's right. Maybe film it, stream it. We'll see.
What? Oh, what the?
What?
Sorry. Okay, that was really weird. MarineKing, he must have misclicked. He just loaded 5 SCVs into his command center.
I hate it when that happens.
I don't know what he was doing.
He's misclicking. That's what happens. That's the most annoying thing ever.
How did he hit? Oh.
I don't know. When your hands are moving that fast, man, he's got pretty quick fingers.
That's weird.
He's got the APM. Sometimes the APM works against you. Neither of these players going for gas. Both going to be doing pretty similar expand, it looks like, in this game.
Yeah, probably one rack's expansion.
There's the APM right now. Yeah, look at that. That's a pretty high APM mole trap.
Look at this. Mirror builds. Both players getting their orbitals at almost exactly the same moment, along with their Marines.
Yep.
And I have a feeling they're both saving up for command centers right now as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's unless one of them's going to go like 5 racks all in or something. Probably going to be a command center. There it is.
There it is.
Command center 1 and command center 2.
jjakji placing his a little bit closer to his expansion, but
1 command
not
center,
significantly.
2 command center, red command center, blue command center, mole trap.
That's right.
And 2 gas immediately for both players.
Yeah. Well, I mean, once you get the command center down, you need to start teching.
Yeah. Yep, you need to start teching, you need to get those 2 gas. Some decide to just get 1, some decide to get 2.
If you start teching up and start building your army up too quickly before that command center, you kind of, it can get away from you, and you're like, then you have no chance of expanding. It becomes all in basically. So.
Well, you know, I actually really enjoy it when we see this happen in a mirror match, because then it really comes down to who's better at army positioning, who's better at the decision making, which is very cool to see.
Yeah,
continuing to be mirrored there.
Late game TVT is very, very positional.
Yep.
It's very tactical, which I like.
Yeah, every part of TVT is very positional. I mean, right down to the really early pushes we see now with the Hellions and Marines and things like that at the ramp. It can be very, very positional.
Okay, so we got even more people showing up to the games right now.
Yeah, man, a lot of Marine fans here.
Slayer's Ganji's actually sitting in the back of the studio, like, watching the games.
Yeah, a lot of people want to see what the results of this one is going to be. Of course, Teja wants to know, Leonok wants to know who he's going to be playing against.
Yep.
Teja, of course, is playing against Ganji. I think it's MarineKing's sister and brother in the crowd, too. They high-fived after the first game. They're sitting back there.
Awesome.
Want to see the brother do well, of course. And if you guys are in ever in Seoul, definitely come down and check out the studio. It's pretty awesome. I like it here.
And this scout is so screwed.
Yep.
Denied.
He is. He's not going to ever get to come to the Mokdong studio. Actually, he was already here in a game of Starcraft, virtually.
Yeah. And then he got destroyed.
That's right.
Coming up, ramp 3.
So we are seeing...
Someone put flowers and a signpost next to that ramp number 3, man.
Ramp 3 is a dangerous ramp, man. Don't want to mess with that.
Dude, in South Dakota, they have signs by the road where everyone has died in a car accident.
Dude, I know. I live in Minnesota. I drive through that state pretty often, going to other states.
And...
buckle up, guys. Wear your seatbelts. That's all I got to say.
MarineKing has decided to send out... Oh!
That is awesome.
Blocks the expansion going down with a bunker. It gets canceled, but stopping that for just a moment.
That's fun.
That's just kind of more hilarious than effective, but...
Both of these guys going for Blue Flame as well. I mean, still basically the same build. Some minor deviations here and there, but you know, I mean, look at the production queue. It looks pretty similar.
Yeah, Blue Flame is going to finish at almost the same time for both these players. MarineKing actually going for a medevac first, whereas jjakji has opted for the Viking. Wait, no, other way around.
Yeah, jjakji
got the medevac first. Yeah. MarineKing's getting the Viking.
That's right. Right.
actually a second Viking.
It's good to have Vikings. I'm curious to see where people are going to go from here. So right now, both players appear to be going into mech. They're building more factories.
jjakji is going into drop because he's got 3 Hellions with pre-igniter, Infernal pre-igniter upgrade.
Yep.
Dropping off into the natural, into like the kind of lower third of MarineKing's base.
Now
and they're just going to chill there for now. Wait. Yeah, I don't know.
I would have to imagine we're going to watch him try to poke it from the front, pull some units out of position, but no, he's actually just going to go for it.
He's going to go for it.
He's going to maybe get some kills here.
He
Yeah.
gets 1 SCV. Gets a couple
mule
more.
as
Couple more.
Yep, he's going to get all these SCVs and picking up and making a run for it. Oh,
Nice.
but there's a Viking right there.
And only
Viking.
2 get out, and the 4 Hellions roast those
Yeah.
Hellions on the ground now that they were knocked out by those Vikings. So turned out to be a nice move by MarineKing to get those Vikings, although he did lose several SCVs before.
And here's where TVT is starting to get pretty cool. Players getting Ravens, getting a lot of Vikings. We've even seen players go like only air. TVT is so awesome right now when it gets into the mid and late game. I really love it. We see players doing that right there, landing their Vikings a lot more frequently. And this could actually be a bit tough for jjakji to hold off.
Oh,
Got a lot of
beautiful
Hellions.
line there.
Is the positioning better for MarineKing?
Hellions do not do actually that well against landed Vikings, though.
Oh.
So he's forced to fall back. Marines coming in the side. So many Blue Flame Hellions doing so much
Gotta
damage.
Make a run for it. Pick up the Vikings.
Everything's so low. Oh my gosh.
And the Vikings hopping in the medevac. Yes, you can do it. There it is.
There's like a total of 50 hit points amongst like 5 of those Vikings.
Yeah, man. Blue Flame versus
five of
Blue
the
Flame.
Hellions.
Blue Flame versus Blue Flame is so weird.
And he's actually going to repair those Hellions, which is a really smart move.
Oh yeah, definitely. Anyone who's played single player knows how important it is to repair your units, Smallchop, until you get that upgrade that makes them repair themselves.
The units, I think the buildings repair themselves.
Is it? No, it's vehicles. Vehicles too. Maybe
Is
it's
it the vehicles?
There's a different
I don't know.
upgrade. There's one that does.
And then once you get the
vehicles,
science vessels, those repair your vehicles as well.
That's very true.
Those are cool. Anyway, so a little bit of exchange here and there, back and forth. Neither player losing too much. jjakji coming out ahead in that attack though. MarineKing's gonna lose his barracks, but here comes a drop from MarineKing. Couple Blue Flame Hellions.
Oh, he could kill a lot of SCVs. Oh, the Hellions going the wrong way around the minerals. Missed opportunity there by MarineKing. Oh man, he could have killed so many SCVs. He does save the medevac though, so that is good.
Yep, gets out of there with the medevac and the Hellions, and I don't think, jjakji has like 3 Marines on the map anyway, so there's actually not a lot that either player can do about these drops except for the Vikings that MarineKing has.
Well, I like that MarineKing's being safer. I mean, in TVT, you can't let your bloodlust get in front of your brain. And,
whoops. Never mind.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I didn't see.
Could actually still kill a lot of SCVs there.
Oh wow, actually, yeah.
You could kill some SCVs.
Whoa!
Or no SCVs.
That was so close, though. I'm sorry, I didn't see that jjakji had some Vikings as well. jjakji actually even has more Vikings.
Yeah.
6-2, and a Raven. So jjakji has complete and utter control of the air, and he's using that control to get his 3rd base up. A little bit earlier than MarineKing.
All right, here we go. The tank count is definitely higher for MarineKing.
But MarineKing does not have siege mode.
That's right. And look at that. Some auto turrets down to soak some siege tank damage. He's going to move in, try to make this work. I don't know if this is going to work, though. The Vikings are going to land behind the tanks right now.
Oh, nice.
I think jjakji is going to absolutely crush this.
Pick him up again, though, so they don't get slaughtered by the tanks.
Yeah, maybe not
Loses
crush.
all of his Vikings, but jjakji comes in with his own unsieged tanks.
Nice tank, Micro. Look at that.
Oh, look at that. That was beautiful, actually.
Wow. That is beautiful, man.
Oh, no, but these Hellions coming in are going to finish off those tanks.
Or
well,
are
actually.
They? Oh,
yeah.
That Hellion killed 2 tanks.
Wow. Another back and forth battle there. Both players losing a lot. jjakji coming out a little bit ahead. Not even enough to say he's ahead.
Oh, they're both
just
even
a few
on
supply ahead right now.
jjakji's gonna be able to put some pressure in there. Trying to repair the siege tanks. Ooh, bad decision by MarineKing to move those out.
And attacking tanks with SCVs can be good if they're sieged up, unless there's Blue Flame Hellions right next to it.
Using the Hellions again to buffer damage to the siege tanks. You see that a lot now in CBT. Landed Vikings again, but that was maybe not the best decision. Oh, you want another Viking? Sure, here you go. Have this Viking.
And yeah.
jjakji. Oh, maybe not. All right.
Getting repaired there. Oh, but he leaves it there. And
oh, no.
very scrappy battle going on here.
Wow.
MarineKing has a Banshee in the mix, though, and he managed to kill off the last of jjakji's Vikings.
Yeah.
So this Banshee is actually going to reign supreme and finish off these siege tanks.
One Banshee to rule them all, man.
Huge move by MarineKing to get out that Banshee at a perfect time, and now MarineKing holds this counter push of jjakji.
TBT is so strange right now. It really is. You see a lot of these really scrappy fights early game with landed Vikings and Hellions and one or two tanks, and somebody gets the Banshee, but the Banshee doesn't have cloak, so it gets killed after it kills 2 SCVs. You know how it is.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though, is MarineKing is not putting the SCVs at his third base yet, and jjakji has pretty well saturated it with SCVs and mules, so jjakji's bringing in a lot more money right now. MarineKing has the potential to, but he hasn't even made his third base unit normal yet.
Yep. Oh. Siege tanks sieging up within range, but there is a greater number there. The Hellions can buffer and fire from the low ground due to those Vikings and the Raven. And yeah, MarineKing is just really put in a difficult situation right now. It's actually quite hard to break something like that when your opponent has the air advantage. And MarineKing's so far behind. He's producing a Thor right now. That might help a little bit, but you know, some proper spreading it can be okay.
MarineKing is actually kind of falling apart here. He's, I mean, like I said, he's not falling apart, but he's, okay, now he finally drops some mules, but hold on, that thought, he could get back into the game with these Hellions. If he can kill enough SCVs, but it looks like he's not going to kill any.
Those Hellions were like, I want to die. Let me fight the Hellion.
Okay, you're right. He's not actually falling apart. He was kind of like forgetting to do a lot of stuff, though, and he's now done all those things, so I rescind my statement about falling apart. Both players even in supply again. This has remained so close in supply this whole time. But MarineKing trying to bring out the front.
Here he
goes. It's contained with SCVs. Not good when there's Hellions there. All of them go down very quickly to siege mode in the back. Is it going to be enough, though, with that Thor there?
Yeah, this is the tough thing with trying to do this, is you have those lines of siege tanks. MarineKing thought there were less units there, but he was gravely mistaken. And now jjakji starting to pull ahead a little bit, certainly positionally, if not in the supply count.
Yeah, nice move by him to land his Vikings, because otherwise the Thor would have jacked them up pretty badly.
Oh yeah.
And they also wouldn't have been able to participate in the fight. So good move there, but now his main is being shelled here. Tech Lab goes down on the starport. And jjakji took a 4th base in all this. Here's MarineKing trying to break out again.
And
again, sending the SCVs in to be slaughtered by the Hellions. And the siege tanks owning the tank as well in the back. MarineKing throws away his 2nd force and now has half the supply of jjakji.
I don't know.
And it looks like MarineKing is going to lose this game. It might be a tie. We might go to an ace match, the 3rd game here in this series.
You know, he lost that air advantage, and you know, he just couldn't get it back. This is going to be GG in a moment. Mules say GG.
GG.
It's like you have that little farm thing when you're a kid, you pull the string. The mule says GG. jjakji getting the GG from MarineKing. Moltrap's dying over here.
That was hilarious, man.
NS Hoso coach very happy, and MarineKing not so happy. We're going to go to a game 3, our first non-2-0 of the day.
I feel like the pressure got to MarineKing there a little bit. You know, he was contained, but he wasn't in a desperate situation. It's not like his expansion was being shelled or anything. He lost like a tech lab, and he said, "Oh my God, I need to throw all my SCVs at this like it was Starcraft 1 and they can do any good." But
more
with
hit points at least.
Well, with like 4 Blue Flame Hellions there, it doesn't matter how many SCVs you throw at the contain. It's not going to help break the contain. It did literally 0 to help break the contain, to throw all of his SCVs away.
It's true. That is a good point. That's kind of something I was wondering about myself. Is I felt like he didn't need to try to break that contain that hard. Like you said, the tanks couldn't get that much range into the base. I think the biggest thing MarineKing was worried about in that game was the air advantage. You know, he's like, I'm so far behind in the air advantage. I need to make something happen now so I can get back into this game. And, it just didn't happen.
There was a point where he wasn't very far behind, and he could have come back.
It was pretty close, yeah.
And, we
threw a
killed
lot
the
of
last of his
SCVs away.
Vikings, but he just wasn't producing Vikings.
Yeah.
And, I feel like he should have been more positional about it and just set up his siege tanks a little bit outside of range of jjakji so that jjakji couldn't come in any further. And then, yes, that's where the air superiority comes in, because then he can't quite pull that off if he doesn't have vision.
Yeah, that's when it becomes really, really difficult.
But I don't know. I think that would have been a better way to play that rather than just desperately trying to break out.
I heard the robotics on Mole Trap. That means our next map popped up on the screen.
Oh, there it is.
There it is right there.
Antigua Shipyard. Is MarineKing going to make more ships on the shipyard?
Probably.
Or is jjakji going to retain air control?
A lot of air in TVT.
Game 3 coming up. Here we go.
Right about now. Or now. Maybe now. Not now, apparently. But now.
How about now?
Now.